Suge Knight was recently shot 6 times
Right.
at a Chris Brown party at One Oak in Los Angeles. A party that actually I may have been to had I not had to go to New York.
Right.
I think about all the times, all the various events I was either at and left early at, or
Right.
would have been at,
And just missed some shit.
where some shootings have occurred. You know, it's interesting to me, and I've talked about this with various people. You know, about, you know, and I don't really know what the shooting was about. I've heard a few theories and rumors and so
That they
forth.
might have been popping at Chris Brown or some shit, right?
I did hear something like that, but I have no idea whether that's true or not, because I don't know anyone close enough to the situation to really tell me. But you know, it wouldn't completely surprise me if this happened based on Chris's, you know, somewhat new gang affiliation that he's sort of presented himself. You know, he was wearing red bandanas and
throwing up signs and clubs.
Yeah, throwing
and
up gang signs. You know, put the pyro stuff and stuff like that, which has always sort of struck me as really odd for someone to do later in life.
Yeah, when you're a grown man, all of a sudden,
yeah,
now
as an
you
adult,
wanna be a gangster.
you know, because it makes perfect sense to me to say, hey, I grew up in this. My mom was doing this. My dad was doing this. My cousins was doing this.
Dude, you from Virginia. You know what I mean? This Pyru shit, you fucking with some Cali shit. Like, let's keep it real. Like, you want to be cool. You want to fuck with these other rappers who are so-called gangbangers, and you want to feel, ooh, like you a real nigga. You know what I mean? So, all that shit. Like, come on, man. Like, knock it off. Knock it off. Like, I know real gangbangers, and they'll tell you, don't fuck with this. Don't fuck with this. When I was fucking with my dudes, my man Nardo, peace to my man Nardo, niggas from the projects, Grape Street and all of that. When I told them that they started having gang banging in New York, when that shit first started coming out of here, he was like, psh, yo, tell them don't do it. Tell them they don't want to go down that road. You know what I mean? Because it's a road that leads to nowhere. And these are straight up gang banging motherfuckers telling me this shit. You know what I mean? So knock it off. Like, you a celebrity, you got everything, you got women, you got money. You know, what's the problem? Like, why do you have to feel like you need this kind of affiliation in order to make yourself feel like you live? You know what I mean? Because what these corny niggas don't understand is you can walk the steps of a live nigga all you want. That's not gonna make you live. You still corny. Regardless how much money you get, regardless how many bitches you fuck, no matter how many gangster niggas you got surrounding you, that don't make you live. You still corny. And they're in search of this live nigga fucking fountain of youth or some shit. Seriously. Like, they want to be live so bad. I see it in athlete dudes. You know what I mean? These are millionaires, man. Like, why are you hanging out with these thugs? You know what I mean? Like, and you didn't grow up like that. Just like I said, I could see if you grew up like that. You didn't grow up like that.
Well, like, I could tell you, for example, you know, that I've been approached, you know, by various, you know, gang affiliated types, and say, man, you don't need this security with you, man. We got you, blah blah. And I've always said, nah, I'm cool. I'll hire my LAPD guys, you know what I mean, to roll with. I don't need everything that comes with that. I could afford to pay actual security, professional security people that when things go down, they handle it in a professional and legal manner. And I don't feel like I'm gonna owe somebody. You know what I mean? You know, no one is gonna show up at my house and say, you know, we're gonna have to leave this package at your house for a couple of days, you know what I mean? But, you know, we got you, so you got us, right? Like, that type of shit. I don't need that. Not at the age that I'm at the level that I'm at in my business.
I mean, I never even rock with security. You know what I mean? Like, I'm the type, because my energy doesn't warrant that.
But you're also not at a Chris Brown level.
Regardless of the fact, there was a point when we was at a certain level where it was hard to walk down the street type of shit. You understand what I'm saying? So that being said, even at those times, like you still might bump into me at the weed spot like 3 a.m. by myself.
Right.
You know what I mean? In BK, in Brownsville or East New York, some fucking where. You know what I mean? And trust me, somebody watching that is gonna be like, yo, that's real. I did bump into him at the spot. Yeah. So I say that to say, you know, sometimes your energy will warrant you having to have these type of people around you and shit like that. You see what I'm saying? The type of shit that you give off. See, I give off positive shit for black people. You know what I mean? Like, so I could go anywhere in this fucking country, anybody's projects or whatever, and it's not like I'm coming in there like I was trying to be gangster number one. They know me for trying to help the situation. So why you want to fuck with me? You don't. You know what I mean? You don't. So why I gotta run around with security and all this type of shit? I'm not giving off that fucking kind of energy. You know what I mean? At the same time, I'm not giving you a sucker's energy where you feel like you're gonna fucking rob me or try to extort me and all that type of shit. Because if you come at me on some shit, I'm gonna let you know it ain't happening. It is, the extortion shit ain't going down over here. So take that shit somewhere else. Real recognize real. You know what I mean? So all I can say is, yeah, these dudes do be getting extorted. And they don't mind getting extorted when everything is all good. You see, but then when you go to rehab and now they're telling you, yo, you gotta cut off all ties with fucking negative people and all, then it's like, oh shit, that means I gotta cut these dudes off too. I wonder how they're gonna feel about that. They might not be too happy. Oh well, fuck it. I used them for, they made me look cool while it lasted. And now he's thinking, oh, I could just walk away. And these niggas are like, what? Oh no, motherfucker. You wanted to benefit off the accolades or whatever the fuck
the
that
power.
You felt. Yeah, the power of being associated with us. Well, shit, you're not just walking away that easy, my boy. You know what I mean? There's some, you want to claim it, you want to throw up the shit and all that. Well, hey, blood in, blood out, motherfucker.